Hello YouTube, welcome to Bub's World. I'm your host Bub. Today we're going to get into my little review and comic haul of the Lexington Comic and Toy Convention in Lexington, Kentucky for 2025. So let's see how I did.
You're watching Bub's Comics, Bub.
All right, so first off, I just want to say it was a great show. One of my favorite things about the show is always that it starts off on Thursday night. So Thursday night's comic night. Then you have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's like the normal show. But Thursday night is comic night, and that's my favorite night to go. I generally go at least 2 or 3 times throughout the weekend. But this time I really focused on Thursday night as far as my buying goes for comics. Although I did go back and pick up some more on Saturday. So it was big fun. I did do a couple of interviews here and there with some vendors and things. So lots of good stuff to come out of that. Really enjoyed it. And we had some footage there of a good time. You know, so it was a great little comic con. It's actually quite big, and it gets bigger every year. It really nothing real bad to say about it this year. Just fantastic stuff. So without further ado, let's get to the haul. This first book I picked up at one of my favorite booths, the Buzzard Brothers. It was absolutely fantastic. Always great to deal with them. They're always super nice to me, and you know that's got to be difficult for them. So, but first off, we have this amazing. It was the pickup of the con. So if you don't watch any further, at least you got to see this. It was the pickup of the convention for me. Golden Age, of course, with the Superman number 53. And of course, this is from 1948. Check that out. I love it. CGC graded in a 2.5. And this, of course, is the anniversary edition. So it's the 10th anniversary, I believe, of Action 1. So it's 10th anniversary of Superman's introduction, his first origin story. So there you go. And of course, this has the origin story retold. So this one is, I think somebody told me it was maybe the third time that it's been retold. With, of course, Action 1 and then Superman 1 and then this. Now, I think in one of the more fun books, in the first appearance of Superboy, they discuss the origin again. And that maybe predates this one. But as far as proper Superman titles go, here you have it. Look at that. Just a classic cover. You got the ship in the background, the stars, and, you know, the planets. Just fantastic. Just... you know, it tells you about the origin. Superman, it's just fantastic. And a stunning 2.5 CGC. Really better grade than I deserved. I didn't think I would get a grade this good. There's cheesing for the thumbnail. All right. So I didn't think I would get a grade this good, but I'm very pleased to have it. And I have to say, it is actually number 2 on my all-time Superman, obtainable Superman books. Because as you know, some of these books get pretty far out of hand. So so there it is, my second favorite. And shout out to my wife. She helped me pick this up as part of my birthday present, which is upcoming. So there you go, Superman number 53. And I will note this, that it is also part of the DC Universe collection. So that DC Universe collection, that was like, you can Google it. Go ahead and look up the DC Universe collection. I won't bore you in this video about it, but basically it was an effort to collect every issue of every DC comic book for a span of years. And they just kind of allowed everyone to submit to it and then get attached with this DC Universe collection. And the original goal was to sell it all off to like one collector. That fell through and ended up selling off in pieces. So this is one of those books. So pretty cool to have a little bit of the old provenance on there. So we'll take it. Okay, next up, you guys know I'm picking up these Dick Tracy's, trying to complete my Harvey run. So here we have Dick Tracy, number 56. And check out the thud that this poor lady's about to receive. Look at that. Well, it looks like she's already got one. Oh my gosh. These Dick Tracy's get very violent as far as crime books go. Look at that. She's getting the thud on the head with the blackjack. Oh, it's tough. Some good art there. We love it. There you go. Dick Tracy, number 56, closing in on that run. Just, I think, maybe 20 issues left to go. So we're working hard on that. And we're working our way towards the modern era. So next we have a classic from Dell. I don't usually pick up this title, although I am a fan. But this cover just spoke to me. So here is Popeye. Forgive me for not knowing the number. I'm sure it's a 4-color. But there we go. There's a nice Popeye cover for you. I just couldn't resist. He's there. He's eating the spinach. The horse is eating the spinach. Everybody's eating the spinach. So I just couldn't resist this cover. It's too cool. Again, there's so many good Popeye books. I'm not trying to pick them all up, but I just couldn't help myself with this one. So there you go. Okay, moving forward, we're gonna hit some Bronze Age. So we got a little bit of silver, and then we're gonna jump forward into some Marvel Bronze here. So here is the X-Men number 21. So you all know my rule on these. If I see an X-Men under issue, say 101, right? Any of the original team, including the reprint run, for under $20, I just buy it. I just buy it and I hope for the best. These are definitely low. I wouldn't even call them reader copies. They're place filler copies, which is really all I'm trying to complete this run with. I don't really care about reading them as much because there's so many ways to reread these early X-Men. It's been reprinted a billion times, but it's just great to see some great art on here, some original X-Men action. So number 21 here. And we find a bit of a spot with them, so we went on a bit of a tear. You know how that is. Here is issue number 27 with an excellent, real Iceman action there. I really like that. Of course, the modern Iceman, he grips that old ice pole too, so very cool. Loving it. With the Mimic, of course. So good stuff. Re-enter, that is. And then we've got number 29, which is a cool shot here as well. Very pleased to have that. And I just trying to work on this run, trying to complete them all. So the water damage, loose pages, none of that really bothers me at all on this run. Just trying to complete it. And I know that when I get down to the earlier ones, it'll be near impossible. Not impossible, but it'll be very expensive to complete it. So I don't mind, in my mind, when I get to the point where I'm spending the big money on the early issues, I won't feel so bad because I know how little I spent to get there. That's what I tell myself. All right, what do we got? 29? That was 29. Here we got 31. Another Cobalt Man appearance. Some more prominent Ice Age work. That's pretty good. I have to say I like the Ice Age, the Iceman, Ice Age. I like the Iceman covers. I think that's pretty cool. So there you go. Some more great X-Men, early X-Men. And last, and probably least, you all know that I pick up these Cave Woman books, and a lot of times I keep them separate for my Cave Woman haul. But this time, and I don't want to knock any artists. So this is by an art. This is a Cave Woman cover by an artist by the name of BUB'S. So I have some BUB'S art. I'm not a huge fan, and the only reason that I'm not a big fan is not because of the art. The art is actually outstanding, and he does good girl art mostly. It's absolutely outstanding, but he has this habit of tattooing, if you will, BUB'S across the leg of his subjects. And what I don't like about that is it takes me out, because if the character is not supposed to have a tattoo of BUB'S on its leg, then why is he doing that? I know it's supposed to be sexy and cute and everything, but I don't care for it. And on this one, I guess it was before maybe he got into doing that so heavily, and maybe they didn't allow him to do it, but we're gonna have to do a little creative finger holding on this one. But here is, it's hard to see because it's a sketch variant, but it's Cave Woman, and I apologize, I don't remember the number because I didn't buy it to fill the run. I just bought it because I needed it. So there you go. In fact, you know what? I think I got a little bit of tape right here. We're gonna make this easy on all of us, meaning me. Look at that. Oh, beauty. All right, so there's your nice BUB'S cover. And just fantastic. Kind of tugging on the old loincloth there. Just excellent, excellent work. Like I said, some of his drawings are just amazing. This one is also very, very good. It might be my favorite of his because it's a Cave Woman book. So you guys know I collect those. So maybe we'll do a little pop out here and take a quick see look at it, and we'll let you know which one it is. Cave Woman Red Menace #1, limited to 1,000. And there, well, I forgot. The tape was on the bag. All right, sorry about that, folks. But there you go. Red Menace #1, limited to 1,000. By BUB'S. So there you go. That's the haul. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I hope y'all enjoyed the little montage footage and all that good stuff of the convention. Had a great time on Thursday night. Hung out with my buddy Jambo Comics. Got to see a lot of people through the weekend and got to hang out. Brought my dad with me on Saturday, and he helped me filming and stuff. So that was a lot of fun, and got to hang out with him all day. So just a fantastic, fantastic weekend. And just had a great time, and it's really the highlight of comic stuff for this area every year. So can't wait till next year. We'll see you again. Hopefully broaden our coverage next year. This year was kind of a trial run, see what we could and couldn't do, see how things worked. So next year, be on the lookout for some even more in-depth stuff, coverage of the event. So we'll catch you then. So in the meantime, remember to read a comic. And don't apologize for the glare. Bye-bye.
Now subscribe, you egg-sucking pieces of gutter trash. Now.